with Judith today. So welcome, Judith. Thanks for agreeing to do this. Judith has been on the Fruci Fit program for a little while and has had some extraordinary successes that's just been fabulous to witness. And I wanted to understand your perspective in terms of how you found Fruci Fit and just learn from you so I could share with other people, because I think there's nothing so powerful as getting that inspiration from somebody that's gone through it. So is that okay with you?
Yes. Yeah.
Fabulous. Okay, so I've got some questions to ask you. So the first question is, how did you feel before you started the program?
Yes. Well, I was rather depressed about being overweight. I've had many issues over my life with putting on weight and losing it and putting it on. All ever since puberty, really. I've just gone up and down. I found it not difficult to lose weight, but then it is difficult to keep it off. And so I've just gone constantly up and down. And I found that the older I got, the harder it was to lose the weight. And I was even beginning to feel as though I couldn't lose it anymore.
Right.
And I retired 4 years ago, and that provided many more opportunities to eat. And so I put more and more weight on. I went heavier than I ever had been before. And I was feeling very depressed and rather unhappy about my life in general and my health, and just worried about it. I went to the doctors several times, and each time I went to the doctors, she weighed me and my weight had gone up again and again. So it was pretty bad. And then I saw on Facebook an advertisement for Fruci Fit, and I thought, I need to join something to get the support. In the past, I've had no trouble doing it myself, just on my own. I just thought, if I could join something that would give me support, that would maybe work. And of course it did. It was exactly what I needed, support.
Cool.
Yeah.
And so once you joined, what were your concerns about trying to achieve the goals that you wanted to achieve?
Yeah. Well, my main concern was that I would have to alter the way I was eating, and that means my husband would be involved. And he's always been against baddie diets and different I sort of have these diets and I think, right, we're going to eat like this from now on, and he's sort of tried it and he's, oh no, and he's actually been the reason why I've stopped a lot of times, because I just couldn't stand the aggravation of him not joining in and not wanting to eat what I was eating. And with the recipes that were available on the Fruci Fit website, and all the different, there's so many different recipes available. There was the nutrition app, and then there's the done for you plans that are on the Shift Project website, the Facebook thing. So much available that I could pick and choose. I tried lots of different things, and he enjoyed them, and he still does enjoy them. We've been able to find lots of things that we both enjoy eating. So that was that sorted out, which is a biggie, really. Not that he's managed to lose weight, but he eats lots of other things as well. Yeah.
No.
Yes, so that was my main concern. I had another concern, and that was in the days when we used to be able to go out and eat meals. You know, of course, being retired, I'd go places and meet people, and I thought, you know, in the past, doing that would have been enough to knock me off the diet, and I would think, oh, what the hell, I can't do it. I've been naughty. I've had something to eat I shouldn't have had. That's it, finished. I can't do this anymore. But with the Fruci Fit program, and there's so many, Matt talks so much about self-sabotage and how to deal with that, that I started sort of taking it on board and thinking, well, yes, you can either try and work around it, and I did that. I went out for a meal with some family members that I hadn't seen for a long time, and I thought, well, I might be tempted to have something that I shouldn't have, so I will have something substantial before I go. So I had a good, healthy meal before I went, and then we went and met up, and so I was able to just choose a starter on the menu and concentrate on talking to people and not thinking about the food. And I managed to do that, and I was so pleased with myself that I could do something like that. I felt so strong, and you know, that it wasn't an issue. The food wasn't an issue. And then I went for a stay of 6 days stay away with a friend of mine, and I thought, I'm not going to be able to keep this up throughout that stay. So I thought, okay, doesn't matter, I'll just have a nice 6 days away, and I'll enjoy some nice food and some wine, and I'll just get back to it when I come back. And I did that. I put on 2 pounds in the time that I was away, but I didn't feel as though I'd lost everything. I just felt, no, that's okay. You can do that, and you can just start up again when you get back. And I just slotted straight back into it, and I lost the weight that I'd put on the following week, and everything sort of carried on. So I think I just got this mindset that in the past, that if something went wrong, I'd lost control.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't do it. Whereas now I have the mindset that, no, you can allow for these things to happen. Life is full of situations where you can't stick to what's planned, or you just allow yourself to have a treat, allow it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that that's the end. You can pick up where you left off and carry on. So yes, I'm 2.5 stone down now, and nearly approaching. I've got probably about another half stone to go before I'm back to where I would like to be, and I'm finding it quite easy. Quite easy.
No,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's awesome. Now, I know a lot of the ladies struggle with snacking or, socializing with wine. How did you tackle those?
Yes, wine is a big issue for me. Before I started with Fruci Fit, I was having wine every night. And I never had a lot. It was just 1 or 2 glasses every single night. And I find if I have a glass of wine, that's it. My resolve does go. So I've restricted myself to 1 day a week where I have wine, and I weigh myself on a Sunday morning, and Sunday is my treat day, and I allow myself 2 glasses of wine on a Sunday evening, and some chocolate. I have to be able to have chocolate as well. But that's fine. That's my treat day, and I can do that. And I've really surprised myself, because I have had a struggle in the past not being able to kick the wine. I've tried many times to just drink at the weekend, but the weekend is too long. I think, if I just keep it to one day in the week, I find that I can do that, and I really look forward to it. And I really feel rubbish on a Monday morning, having had 2 glasses of wine. I usually find that I have a bit of a hangover because my body's not used to it anymore. But never mind.
No, and I think that's the beauty of it, isn't it? It's about adapting things to suit your lifestyle. It's not an all or nothing, which a lot of diets are. So I think that's the beauty of it, because I think that's what makes it sustainable. Because it's
Yes.
not all or nothing. You can socialize and you can have these things.
Yeah. And I think the lockdown has actually helped, because there've not been any socializing.
Yeah.
So, I've not had those temptations, and probably by the time I get to have those treats again, it'll be okay. I'll be able to handle it, I know. Yeah.
Awesome. And then in terms of food planning, have you done food planning throughout?
Oh yes, yeah. Which was quite a struggle to start off with. It took a long time to look through all the different recipes and decide what to eat. It took quite a while, but I would always do it Wednesday or Thursday for the following week, so then I can plan what I need to buy. And I still do that. Now it takes hardly any time at all, because I know, I've kept all my plans, so I look back on them. And my son lives with us now because of university being closed, and he's been really helpful. He's lost over a stone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he joins in with the food planning and the cooking.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, yes, it is. It's really good.
No, that is awesome. That's cool.
So yeah, but it's no trouble now. Not difficult.
Excellent.
I
Excellent.
use a lot of the recipes from the done for you plans. I use those, but I find that you can use most meals really are okay to have, not whether they're from the done for you plans or any meals. My son brought a lot of, he's got a folder with lots of recipes in, and we have some of those. You can really eat anything as long as you stick to the principles of having protein and vegetables, and and having the right portion size. And that's one thing I've had to really cut down on from what I used to eat. I used to eat a lot of the wrong sort of thing, whereas now I make sure that I don't overfill my plate, and I have vegetables, more vegetables. We eat more vegetables now than we ever have done before.
Awesome.
And I think it works well.
That's really good. That's really good. So Judith, I'm not sure
Did you have any other questions?
I've got a couple. So Judith, now you've been on the program for a while, and obviously things have really changed for the positive in your world. Tell me more about that. What in your life has changed?
Well, I've gained so much confidence, and I can fit into loads of clothes now that I couldn't wear before. Yeah, I'm happy, and I feel just confident to go about. I have to keep reminding myself. I've just been into Devices now. We can go shopping again. I've just been in and bought a couple of tops and looking at clothes, thinking, yeah, you can wear that, you can fit into that. For so long, I've sort of looked at clothes and thought, no, don't even try it. You know, it won't go anywhere near you. You know, so I can have the confidence to walk down the street and feel as though I look all right. And yes, it's just a wonderful, wonderful feeling.
No, that's really good. And in terms of your fitness, how's your fitness been going?
Oh, I'm so much fitter than I have been for a long, long time. Yes, and I really, really enjoy the classes that we do, the exercises, the online workouts. I just love it. I get up in the morning and get down to it. I just do one after the other, and I just love it. I really love exercising. I do yoga as well, as well as the workouts, the stretchology, and go out cycling, go out for walks. Just the more the better, really.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. And on a final note, what would be your advice to someone who was thinking about joining the program?
Just do it. Do it. It's just making that first step is the hardest thing about it. Once you get started, it's easy. It really is easy. And I met a friend who became a member now. I bumped into her in Devices about 6 weeks ago, maybe, and she was so shocked at the change in me since the last time I'd seen her. And she struggled with her weight, and she got straight onto it. I told her all about it, and she's now a member.
Fab.
And it just feels wonderful to think that somebody would look at me and think, I want to be like that, you know. So yeah,
that's
wonderful.
awesome. That's awesome. So Judith, thank you so much for agreeing to do this. That's just, I know it's been a bit torturous with the old technology. And thank you so much. So I'll just stop